Namaste. Hey everybody. So I am here to do a couple unboxings. I've had both of these things for a little while, and I've kind of been infiltrated by some negative stuff that kind of took control over me for a little bit, and had me acting in a way that is not like myself. And for that, I want to apologize. I've been corrected and reprimanded by God, and am here to apologize for that and take responsibility for my actions. So I'm going to return to my original path, which is what God wants for me to do anyways, and I'm going to do whatever I can inside myself to learn how to create the boundaries that I'm supposed to put up between myself and others, and that way, I guess in that way I'm not so easily allowing their negative energy to penetrate my light. So the first thing I want to do in this video, this may actually end up being more than one video, but I spent some time thinking about the meaning of a light worker. And because I do notice that there are a lot of people who are questioning whether or not they are light workers. And some people are claiming to be light workers who really are not light workers. Maybe they're confused about it. But intuitively, what I believe a light worker to be, because that's what I am, and I know this. I was born this way, and have very rarely I stray off my pathway. But when I do, it's generally because I have dropped my guard and have allowed myself to connect with lower level energies, which goes against everything I stand for. So I spent some time writing out a ton of notes on what I believe a light worker actually is. So I'm going to read to you what I wrote down and what I believe and honestly live by as far as what a light worker actually is. And I've decided to return to my pathway and cut out those negative energies that have caused me to not remain true to myself and who I am, because that null and voids everything that I do on a daily basis, and I can't have that, and God can't have that. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you what my take on what a light worker is and what it means for somebody to be a light worker. Okay, so a light worker is somebody who has an intense connection to the energy of the light or source energy. An intense connection, which I do have. So much that it affects other people positively. Because I radiate, and I try to radiate an essence of that positivity. Generally, I have, well, generally is the wrong word. Positively, I have a mission to help others both mentally, physically, individually, and collectively with their ability to heal others in many ways, in many different ways, to include physical ailments, mental disturbances, and spiritual alignment. So what I'm trying to say by that is, I feel like it is my life purpose to help individuals to raise their vibration, to connect to source consciousness, to connect to the light, and to help them do that in physical ways and mental ways and in spiritual ways. Physical ways meaning physical body health, using crystals, meditation, chakra balancing, Reiki healing, those sort of things. Individually, I try to help people by doing sound healing to help them physically with that as well. Collectively, I try to do the high vibrational readings, and my hope is that they reach the individuals that they are meant to reach. And in doing that, I do align with my own purpose. The overall mission for me as a light worker is to assist others in their healing and raising their vibration through a deeper connection to source energy. Okay. Generally, light workers have a specific skill set that that others will find, well, okay, that I will fine tune throughout my life. A skill set that I will continually be working on. I continually work on myself. I am not God. I am not perfect. I am not all-knowing. I am continually working on myself as a human being and as a spiritual being, and as a light worker. I am continually working on myself throughout my whole lifetime. I try to absorb more knowledge by using these skill sets, and I try to attain more growth and naturally pass that along to others, following certain traits that some people that I believe are what makes people a light worker. So, light workers experience a high level of empathy. Sometimes it causes difficulty in discerning between their own emotions and that of others. If you are sensitive and easily affected by the energies of others and their emotions, you are most likely experiencing empathy. This is a heightened level of empathy also generates large levels of compassion. I have a lot of compassion, and I try to treat others with kindness. And this can be shown in such ways as like rescuing and loving animals, and finding myself through finding myself using my healing modalities, and helping anyone who comes my way with their hardships. I also find that other people are drawn to me because of this, and sometimes they become codependent on my higher levels of energy to stabilize their own because of this, light workers sometimes want to spend more time alone, which I do, and because being a light worker and trying to help so many people can be very draining on my own personal energy and very overwhelming. This can lead me astray on my path. This can lead me to lower my vibration, which is, again, goes against what I am meaning to do. Light workers naturally help or heal others with their divine healing energy, which I do believe I possess a divine healing energy. Sometimes without even knowing it, I'm doing this. I'm kind of like an antenna that connects with a higher level energy, and it is my job that God has given me to radiate that back out into the world. On the other side of that coin, feeling drained with some of these energy exchanges, especially those that seem to be connected with lower level energies, I can find myself being led astray. But I also, connecting with other light workers who are on the same pathway as me, connecting with other light workers who have the same intentions, actually brings me higher levels of energy, which is what gives me the drive to keep doing this. It gives me the ability to do those healing assistant measures for others. I enjoy supporting others through challenging times, and I prefer this in small doses. So I'm pulling back on some of the individual helping that I've been doing for some people, for myself, so that I don't get led astray off my own path. Because I do find myself with these natural healing abilities, I have a drive to serve humanity and to find myself in this field of work that relates to serving, which such as spiritual guidance, energy work, and in that the high vibrational videos, it's the type of coaching that I'm doing. I didn't realize that until right now. So, light workers have generally experienced extreme hardships and obstacles in their lives, as have I. This often occurs in those with the strongest abilities that connect with the higher energies. These hardships have a useful purpose, though. So I don't regret the hardships that I have dealt with in my life at all, because I do understand that they do serve a useful purpose. And they prompt my own personal journey of moving inward to find the truth and the source of strength that assists me in helping others. And it also assists me in I don't know if this makes sense to anyone, but I'm sure it does, in like large quantum leaps in my consciousness and spiritual growth. This gives me an opportunity to learn to let go of limitations, which are the low-level entities and the low-level energies that drag me down into a bad space. I only want to develop a deep connection to the divine. That is part of who I am as a being of light. The obstacles the obstacles that have been produced in my life, have led to an awakening of sorts to my true self, and I need to reestablish my my connection to spirit and separate myself from those other energies that are bringing me down. Even though it is my intention to help them, I'm giving out too much, and it brings my guard down. So the journey back to this pathway, in essence, is going to strengthen the truth of who I am and what I am trying to create in the higher states of awareness, and to develop and enhance my ability to assist others. Sometimes I feel that I am a little more perceptive than others. I felt this especially when I was a child. I felt that I was naturally spiritual and that it was in me to seek the truth of things. The deeper meanings, and to self-master myself in that way. As a naturally spiritual person, I find myself having like these natural skills and abilities with something that is creative, like with my art, with my high vibrational videos, with my chakra healing, with my crystals. All of these things come as predominantly because I'm living in the light as a spiritual being, which assists me in allowing this spiritual being that I am to reside more inside of myself. I do feel as if I'm different than others, and I do crave connections with those who experience life in the same way that I do. Fitting in is not really something that I care to do, because I feel that most people do not really understand me and my way of thinking. This is because the deeper spiritual connection that goes beyond what many people experience just yet, that doesn't mean they never will, but just yet, and that they cannot connect to it in a relatable way, I want to fix that for them. I want to help them. I want them to see and feel what I feel because I love it. It's beautiful. But I've got to realize that I've got to step back from some of those individuals until they reach that level of growth. Because I have a knowing that I'm here to change the old paradigms and structures of the world, and trying to fit in is obsolete for me. So I do need to realize that it's important that I spend that time alone, or with other light workers, and allow myself the opportunity to connect more deeply with the light, in doing that, and the higher self for more insight, and more information that I can therefore share to others and help others who need to reach that type of spiritual growth. I powerfully feel that there is more to life than that you are born, that you're here for a while, and that you die. I feel like I've been here before. I feel like I've been preparing for this lifetime since long ago. I feel like I'm being continually reminded of the work that I'm here to do. In this here and now moment. For the collective consciousness. I'm here to assist in breaking down old structures in my own life and other people's lives in order to build new ones, more higher vibrational ones, higher conscious ones, more ways of living in the light. I feel like I've been training for this calling for a very, very long time, and my desire is to transmute the dark to the light. And I know that there's more to life than what most people believe and bank on and camp in. I know this because God tells me this, because I'm connected to His consciousness. We all are, on different levels. And I just strive to continually go higher and higher in that level for myself. And I want to share that with others because it brings me the best feeling in the world. I intuitively know that I have a mission. It's there. I know it's there. And I need to harness my own internal power. And I want to assist others in doing the same. I'm driven by an internal guidance, and I enjoy self-growth. Continuously, I seek ways to evolve and become who I know that I am supposed to be in my own best, highest self. I know who I'm meant to be. I know what I am meant to do. I'm always tapping into my intuitive self, and I easily sense energy shifts in others. I'm trying to learn how to navigate through that without absorbing that and allowing it to affect me. I do have a great ability to realign myself with my highest potential when I focus on doing that. I hold a higher energy level that allows me to move through and transmute lower energy levels for both myself and for others. If you are like this, if you do these things, if you understand and you connect with this, then you're a light worker. And you're put here because you were meant to do that. I just want to send light out into the world. I just want to help others do that. I feel like I when others don't resonate with me, I need to learn how to allow them to be on their own journey and stop trying to pull them up and pull them up, because they have to be ready and in their own space to do that. So I have experienced an awakening, and knowing that I allowed myself to connect to some low-level energies who are on their own pathway and have their own belief systems and their own modalities of spirituality, some good, some bad. I just got to stay true to myself and who and what I am. And I know that God will attract into my life the people that are on that same wavelength and on that same energy level. And the ones that do come into my life who are not, or who are seeking help, I have to be much more careful in putting up my own boundaries and in setting my own intentions to help them, not make them, if that makes any sense. So I am going to be more careful on the messages that I'm sending out. I'm going to work harder on connecting with my higher self. I'm going to care less about popularity, getting likes, getting views, getting confirmations. That's not who I am, and it never has been. And I do not want to be that. So please forgive me for having strayed off my pathway a little bit, and bear with me. I'm on my way back. So that being said, I just want to say that I am a being of love and light. That's what I am. That's who I was here to be. My pathway is to provide divine guidance and raise the vibration of the planet. And that's where I'm going to stick with. And so if you feel me pulling back from you individually for any reason, hold on one moment. Sorry about that. I got an interruption. I got a visit from an angel. So I had to stop and say hi. My beautiful Chrissy stopped to visit me. I love her so much. We were making our plans to go to church on Sunday. So, which is something I haven't done in years and years. But I need the vibration of those type of people to replace the low vibration that has infiltrated my heart and my energy. So we made those plans to go and do that. But anyways, I'm going to end this video. This video is just basically me coming out to explain myself. I'm going back to my original pathway, that is to release my high vibrational energy or high vibrational videos, and to do my unboxings. And I have a couple unboxings that I would like to do of a few things that I've had for a little bit. So I will be back to do those. And if you want to join me to watch that, then that's awesome. Anyways, I just want to say that I unconditionally love everybody. Even people who are not in the same energy level or level of consciousness that I feel that I've grown to be, kind of fell down a bit, but I'm going back up. I'm redirecting myself back up to where I'm supposed to be. And so anyways, love, unconditional love, and namaste.